Hello from Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. If it seems a little bit quiet, it's because this park closes in about half an hour. So I'm gonna go inside and see what I can ride and then maybe go to Disney Springs. So this is going to be probably my quickest experience at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon that I've ever had. But I'm excited to see what I can ride in the limited amount of time that I have. This is actually pretty relevant because there was a storm pretty recently, just a couple days ago. So to go to Typhoon Lagoon, it's pretty appropriate. Again, I did not have really any time at all, but I had just enough time to go somewhere and do something fun today, so I decided to go to Typhoon Lagoon. And this view never gets old. Okay, so I'm going to go drop off my stuff, and I think that I want to head over to Crush and Gusher. I'm crossing this bridge that goes over the lazy river, and Crush and Gusher should be all the way at the back of the park. It is like bizarrely quiet, especially with this being one of the very final days that Typhoon Lagoon is going to be open before Blizzard Beach opens back up finally. I'm so excited to go to Blizzard Beach. I drifted across the lazy river and then over to this side of the park because there's Crush and Gusher way over there. I did sort of expect it to be a little bit busier than this, especially the park closing. It sounds like the Miss Tilly is erupting right now. I'd like to try to make it up there. If I can do at least just one ride while they're making an announcement that it's going to be closing in half an hour. Okay, that's not a lot of time. What do you mean collect my stuff? I just got here. I gotta ride some rides. Okay, so I'm heading across the bridge right now that goes over the lazy river. There's Typhoon Tilly's way over there, and I just need to head sort of back over here towards Crush and Gusher. There probably was a better way to go, although I think I might actually want to do Misadventure Falls. I was not able to do this last time because there was a bit of a downtime situation, so I might run back over and do this if I can. So actually maybe not, because I just saw this sign. It says 2 to 4 persons per tube. I am a singular person, so I'll have to come back and do this maybe with Brennan at some point in the future. But I know that I can do Crush and Gusher back over here at the back of the park, and this is one of my favorite rides in all of the water parks. So I just need to pick up my tube to ride Crush and Gusher, and I'm pretty positive that there's just one slide that I can actually ride as a single rider. All right, so I have my tube here, and I'm heading around the corner. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing the coconut slide. I consistently have to remind myself of this. So there's the pineapple plunger for double riders. There's the Banana Blaster for double riders, and then the Coconut Crusher for single and double riders. So I'm going to be going down this center line and heading all the way up to the top up there. So here's sort of the situation. I did bring my GoPro, but I left it in the car because I was just trying to get inside the park before it closed. So I'm going to use my phone on this, I hope. So I've made it all the way to the top. There was no line whatsoever. This was quite an ordeal just hauling this up the stairs up here. Whoa! Oh God. Okay. I did it. I rode Crush and Gusher. I just pulled up my phone for just a second there towards the end because I didn't want to fully submerge it. I don't know if this is water resistant at all, but I have about 15 minutes left to go ride a ride. So my plan currently is to maybe do one of the storm slides at the top of the mountain. I can see Miss Tilly and then head over to the other side of the water park and then try to do one of the slides over there. The amount of times that I've tried to come do this slide in particular in Misadventure Falls is sad because I want to ride it. I've only ridden it like once, I think. That's Typhoon Tilly's, so I came around the corner from the Crush and Gusher way back there. This is normally where I leave my bag, back over here by the old abandoned shark dive. And I'm heading around the corner to the storm slides. This is Humunga Cowabunga, which thankfully I don't really have much of an intention to ride that today, but back over here are the storm slides, and I don't know which one I'm going to do, but I'm a little bit hesitant to bring my phone because this generally submerges me. Honestly though, not too terrible for getting to the park half an hour before it closes. Hopefully riding 3 slides, that's what I'm ambitious for. Thankfully it's not very hot at all. It's actually very comfortable, and it's not cold. It's just perfectly, and I use this word a lot, it's very temperate, especially on the day at a water park. It's very nice. Similarly to Crush and Gusher, pretty much the wait time for this is just the walk to get all the way up to the top of the mountain up there where Miss Tilly is. I'm trying to decide which storm slide I should do. They aren't too terribly different, but I'm absolutely getting my exercise walking through this queue. And I hope that I have time to head over to the other side of the park to do at least one of the slides over there. Okay, so I've made it up to the top of the mountain. I don't know which one that I'm going to do, but at least I have a pretty nice view from up here. And then I can walk briskly and safely over to the other side of Typhoon Lagoon. Okay, so this is the rudder buster, I'm pretty sure. Picking up some speed. I should be splashing down here in just a minute. I'm gonna try to keep my phone out of the water. That would be pretty ideal, right? Oh God, here we go. Ah! Okay, so I'm going to take this path over by Humunga Cowabunga to head back up the mountain and then over to the other side of the park where I have about 5 minutes to ride another ride. That's what I just did, one of the storm slides. Now I get to head, again, like I said, all the way back up to Miss Tilly, which was pretty cool to see that. Honestly, I sort of prefer the weather like this as opposed to being incredibly hot, because this ground can be so incredibly scorching just from coming here in the middle of the summer. Okay, so I took this path where it forks off between Humunga Cowabunga and the storm slides. And this in particular is one of just the hottest, well, I totally missed my step there. That was sort of scary. This is one of just the hottest, most unforgiving pathways in the entire park. I'm heading over to this bridge, and I think I'm going to be doing one of these slides, not this family slide. This is the overlook for the Miss Tilly. I just walked along that path right there. Now I'm heading across the bridge. And hopefully, I keep tripping. Darn it, hopefully I have enough time to make it over to one of these slides over here, because I do have to go down and get a tube and then come back up. Generally I come from the opposite direction, so getting to go back this way is pretty cool. There's the reveal of the wave pool. There have been waves coming pretty consistently. It's actually pretty intimidating when it never makes the sound, just a giant dropping sound. Okay, I think I should be good. As long as I can grab my tube and get in line, I think I'm good to ride. One of the rides over here, that's Gangplank Falls, which is the family raft ride. And one of these slides, yeah, one over here, is one I'm going to be doing. Mayday Falls and Keel Hall Falls. There's a blue raft and then a yellow raft. All right, so I decided to do Keel Hall Falls. I have my blue raft here, and I'm heading up to the top of the mountain. I think this is the smoother one, if I'm not mistaken, which hopefully should be good. Oh, they're making me announcement right now that Typhoon Lagoon is closed, so I got it like just in time. I can go and do this and then head out of the park. That was just the quickest trip I've ever had to Typhoon Lagoon. You can sort of see Disney Springs over there. Characters in flight. Balloon. Well, let's ride the last slide of the day. Okay, so I'm picking up speed. This is definitely pretty smooth. I'm going fast. She said I was the very last one of the day. The last slide rider of the day. This is really going fast. Oh God! Oh jeez! And splash down. So the park is officially closed now. This is Ketchikiddee Creek, which, because it's been inhabited by children, I've never actually gotten to come over here and just see what this looks like. It's pretty fun. So I did Keel Hall Falls. There's also Mayday Falls, and I'm pretty pleased with the one that I chose. It was actually pretty relaxing. So I'm heading out of the park now. I'm just amazed that I was able to just do what I did in the amount of time that I had. So I'm heading out of the park, I guess the long way around, because otherwise I'd just go over where the wave pool is and just sort of walk along that. But I haven't been over here in a little bit. And again, I get to sort of see Ketchikiddee Creek, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Look how cool that is. So many different slides and water effects, and then like a cavern back in the back over there. This is neat, and this is right next to the lazy river here, but I'm heading... No, I'm not heading this way. This is a dead end. Just made another announcements reminding everyone that the park is closed, so I did find the route that I was supposed to take. I went across the bridge back over there when I didn't need to, but again, here's the lazy river, which actually looks really cool with all of these fog effects. There's the wave pool. I'm heading out of the park. I pretty much got to do this at Volcano Bay, but it is so quiet over here, just over by the wave pool, right after the park closes. I wonder if I can run over the water really quickly and get a picture of just an empty wave pool over at Typhoon Lagoon. I've never gotten a picture like this before. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Just a completely empty wave pool in front of the Miss Tilly at Typhoon Lagoon, just a few minutes after the park closed. Okay, so I came up the steps over here to the boardroom, which again is very quiet as people are making their way out of the park. There's the Leaning Palms Resort Dining over there. That's another location you can get some food at. And I actually am going to head this way because I would have to otherwise go back the way that I came pretty much to cross over the lazy river. It would have been nice to get some food, but I wanted to maximize the rides that I got to do today, so that's why I tried to prioritize those. And I'm just walking along this pathway over here again, just adjacent to the lazy river. And this will connect me with the front of the park where I entered just half an hour ago. They're making an announcement right now that Typhoon Lagoon is closed. It's about 5:15 currently, and everybody left very quickly. I feel a little bit awkward for idling, but this is where I entered in the park. Right here, just on the other side of this ship. It's a little bit busier over by the lockers, but I just wanted to walk over one last time just to see what it looks like. Park closed. This is actually very pleasant. I'm on my phone, by the way, right now. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. This is Singapore Sal's Souvenirs and Saleable Salvage, which is kind of a tongue twister, but I've made it back to where I entered into the park. And you're probably wondering, was it worth it to come to Typhoon Lagoon for just half an hour today? And yes, it was actually really nice, very pleasant. I got my phone very wet though, because I left my GoPro in the car like a very smart person. When I talked about recording on a cell phone, that's always challenging, is I always have to adjust the exposure. You can sort of see that it gets blown out back there, so then I have to try to correct it to showcase what it actually looks like right now. And then I never know if I'm covering up the microphone or not. Also, I promise that I'm not the very last person out of the park today. I've just tried to show a minimal amount of people. So that's why it seems a little bit quiet and as if I'm really taking my time. But I have got to come back to Typhoon Lagoon so I can enjoy some of the double slide attractions like Misadventure Falls and the other slides over at Crush and Gusher. I don't think that I've been here in years with Brennan, so we both really need to come back. Oh, those lights just turned on. But as for me, I think I'm heading over to Disney Springs. Do you see the exposure on this camera and just how it's all over the place? Luckily though, because I got here so late in the day, I got a very good parking spot, like literally at the entrance of Typhoon Lagoon. So look at this, there's the entrance to Typhoon Lagoon. And I'm turning right now onto Buena Vista Drive, and then immediately turning again into the Orange Garage to go to Disney Springs, right over there. Just to grab some dinner. I remember when they were building the parking garages. Because back when I used to work at Disney Springs a long time ago at Ghirardelli, it was quite an inconvenience to come to work. Around that time, that was the transition from downtown Disney into Disney Springs. And that's sort of a pretty sight. Just the characters in flight. Balloon. I'm going to go ahead and park over here and then head down to get some dinner. And then maybe a Dole Whip. That sounds kind of nice. This is going to be like a super old school oyby vlog, just completely on my phone. The sun is setting way over there. You can see Epcot, which looks beautiful. And I'm heading downstairs. I don't know where I'm going to be eating yet, but I think I do know where I'm going to be getting a dessert. Wherever I eat though, it's probably going to have to be somewhat casual because I'm in a swimsuit and squeaky flip-flops. I'm also trying to decide if I should keep it to this side of Disney Springs or head over to the other side over there. Here's the bus depot outside. Alright, so I'm finally heading into Disney Springs. It seems a little bit busy. I can see some Christmas trees and hear some Christmas music, and I think I know where I'm going to dinner. So they're putting up the trees for the Christmas tree stroll around Disney Springs, but where I'm heading to get some food is Everglazed. I'm definitely pretty excited to come back and do the Christmas tree stroll, which hopefully we have plenty of time for. It's one of the just most fun activities to do at Disney Springs around the holidays. So I'm trying to be strategic about how I want to do this. What I might do instead of heading down to Everglazed right now is I might head across the water to get my dessert first. Alright, so actually I was going to go over to Swirls on the Water, which is over the other side of Disney Springs, and then get the dessert that I wanted over there, but I think I'm going to head over to Everglazed first, even though it'd make more sense to end back up over here because it's over by the Orange Garage. I don't really want to ruin my appetite. Plus, it's not that far away. It's just down over here by Splitsville and then just right off the corner there. I continually forget about Salt and Straw over here by AMC. I guess I just wasn't really that impressed personally, but I'm heading to Everglazed, which again is just like tucked away back over here around the corner. So Everglazed is a donut shop, but they do have some very good savory options too. See, this would have been super convenient because I could have just gone up into the Orange Garage after eating my whatever I'm gonna get here, like a burger or a chicken sandwich. Okay, so I put in my order and I got a sandwich as well as a drink here from Everglazed, which was very busy a second ago, and now it's not so much. Okay, so I'm sitting outside right now, and normally I use my phone to take a picture of a menu so I can accurately describe the food that I got and what is in that food, but I'm using my phone right now to record this, so I'm not able to access the picture of the menu, but I will do my best to describe what I got if I can remember it correctly. This is the Funky Chicken, and this is the Purple Rain. So the Funky Chicken, it has fried chicken, barbecue sauce, ranch slaw, spicy mayo. It has a griddled glazed donut as the bun, and And am I forgetting anything? I think it has B&B pickles, whatever those are. And then the drink that I got, this is an iced chai tea. And it has purple ube, coconut milk, coconut syrup, and then I can do this ube syrup swirl. I think I said both of that accurately. I'm very surprised with myself. Okay, so I'm all done with my food, which was phenomenal. And now I'm heading around the corner to get dessert at a place I've actually never gone before. I'm going to Disney's Candy Cauldron, a place that I've never gotten a dessert or snack at before. This is right across from the food trucks. Disney's Candy Cauldron. Let's see if I can get a fun little treats inside here. Can I enter in here? I think I can. This is cool. Okay, so I got myself a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie, I think, and then just some fudge. They're just sort of keeping it easy, I guess, as far as other items that they had. They had a lot of Christmas themed stuff, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that for now. I just wanted to get something that myself and Brennan could enjoy and split when we get back home, or when I get back home. See, this totally ended up working out anyway. I can just head back over to the orange garage and head back home. Try to avoid these crowds. All right, so I'm heading back up to my car on the top level of the garage. I do want to come back and have some more dinner and dessert options at Disney Springs. It's been a little while since Brennan and myself have been here together. It's getting a little bit busier, but we also need to come back and do the Disney Springs Christmas tree stroll. So I've made it up the stairs. I'm back on the top level of the parking garage, heading back home to enjoy these with Brennan. Thank you for coming with me today to Typhoon Lagoon. One last trip before their annual refurbishment closure, but that means that Blizzard Beach is opening back up soon, which I'm very excited to finally go back to Blizzard Beach and enjoy that. I arrived just with barely enough time to do a few slides at the park and just being able to walk around one last time before it closes and I'm not able to go back again. It was nice. It was just a fun, spontaneous way to spend my afternoon, and then coming over to Disney Springs, which I did not anticipate doing that, but I wanted to have a quick dinner because Brennan already had dinner at home. So I came and enjoyed a little dinner on my own over at Everglazed, and then got some treats from a place that I've never been before, the Candy Cauldron. So thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.